Hey guys, missed you again for another video today, and it has been a while since I have recorded a video. It's probably been about a week actually. So I'm back with some more YouTube, and I am very sorry about the lack of uploads. Obviously, I have been very busy. I did just get back. I just got back from Newfoundland. So obviously, there's a lot of news to cover. Currently, at the time of recording this, we are on day 2 of free agency. So I am going to talk about day 1, also some trades while I was away. And first off, we'll talk about the Hockey Hall of Fame. So the 4 main inductees this year is Dave Ondrejchuk, who played for the Tampa Bay Lightning, I believe. I'm going to go check really quickly. Also, Mark Recchi, who won 3 Stanley Cups in his career, I believe, in 2006 on the Hurricanes, 2009 on the Penguins, and 2011 on the Boston Bruins. There we go. And also Paul Kariya, who played alongside another person who was getting inducted this year of Teemu Selanne. So quite a star-studded team. So yes, I was right. Dave Ondrejchuk did play for the Lightning. He won his only cup. I think it was like his final season. He played like 22 seasons or 21 seasons, a crazy amount of seasons. Mark Recchi played a long time as well. Teemu Selanne is I think the leading goal scorer on Anaheim of all time, and I think also the leading Finnish point holder or something like that of all time, which is pretty crazy. So let's talk about some trades while I was away. I'm just trying to think. I'm looking at them right now. Probably the biggest one is Marc Methot got traded by the Vegas Golden Knights to the Dallas Stars. So now Marc Methot will be a player on the Dallas Stars. And will he be put with John Klingberg? There's probably a pretty big chance that he could be. I could definitely see him be playing with Klingberg. Obviously, he is much more of a defensive presence, and that really helped out Erik Karlsson this year, so maybe it'll do the same for John Klingberg. But Dallas looks to be like a pretty damn good team this year. So interesting. Dallas sent a prospect and a second-round pick in 2020 to the Vegas Golden Knights. So now the next one, let's go to Minnesota and Buffalo. Buffalo sends Tyler Ennis and Marcus Foligno for, we will go to the Minnesota Wild in exchange for, where are they? Marco Scandella and Jason Pominville. So I've seen some people say this is definitely a win for for Buffalo, because they are obviously getting quite a decent 2 players, but at the same time, it is still a pretty big win for Minnesota, getting that defensive depth as well. Yeah, cool to see what that trade will look like in a little bit. Also, Carolina trades Eddie Lack to the Calgary Flames. Sorry. Let's go to Carolina. I don't know if I'll be able to do this one because of the goaltending issue in this game. We'll see if I can. I don't know. I cannot. So I will do that on my own time then. So yeah, Eddie Lack, along with a 2019 pick and a prospect, went to the Calgary Flames in exchange for a prospect and also a 2019 pick. Interesting. Now we will go to 2 trades from Nashville. So the Colorado Avalanche traded away a 4th-round pick in 2019 for centerman of the I don't think he's a center. I think he's a winger. Got to go all the way down here for Colin Wilson. Yeah, okay, he's a winger. So Wilson now a part of the Avalanche. And Nashville also acquired Alexei Emelin, who is still on the Canadiens in this game, but obviously he is a Vegas Golden Knight now, making their defensive core even better, which is quite crazy. Don't know how they do it, but interesting to see how that will pan out next year, and I believe those are all the trades. So now, day one of free agency, there were some big ones here, and honestly, am I going to make all these moves in in this video? Probably not. But we'll make some. We'll do some of the bigger ones. So Chris Kunitz went to free agency, obviously playing for the Pens. Chris Kunitz will now really quickly. Actually, no, never mind. So Chris Kunitz went to free agency, and he got signed to a 1-year deal for $2 million and is going to the Tampa Bay Lightning. There it is. All right. And then another player from Pittsburgh by the name of Nick Bonino is going to the team they just eliminated in the finals, the Nashville Predators, adding some center depth for them. Nick Bonino, I'm looking forward. There are so many things here. Nick Bonino got a contract of 4 years, and across those 4 years, it is for $16.4 million. So I believe that is $4.1 million each year. Honestly, might be their second line center, especially since they gave them that big of a deal. And they were lacking center depth very much, and that is interesting to see. Now let's go to the biggest free agent signing out here. Kevin Shannon Kirk will be going to the New York Rangers because he went to free agency. So, very big one. Obviously, Shannon Kirk does live in New York, so it wasn't too hard for him to make that decision. But Shannon Kirk got signed to a 4-year, $26.6 million contract. What is that? Let me just do the math really quickly. That is quite a hefty contract, but I'm sure that money did get lowered because obviously he wanted to play at home, or that probably wasn't even the highest contract he could have got. I'm not willing to do the math. So it was a 4-year contract that spreads out with $26.6 million. And then now another loss for the Washington Capitals. Carl Alsner will be going to the Montreal Canadiens. He got signed a 5-year, $23.1 million contract. So that's obviously that 23.1 is spread across 5 years. Pretty interesting to see. I'm just trying to grab something so I can see which players I talked about. So Carl Alsner, Kevin Shatton Kirk, Chris Kunitz, and Nick Bonino. Let's go back to the Pens because the Pens lost some more players. They lost quite a decent amount of players, actually. Trevor Daley off to the Detroit Red Wings. An interesting deal there. Trevor Daley got a 3-year, $9.5 million contract. Quite a big one as well. Also, we will see who else left from the Pens. There was one more by the name of, where is he? Trying to think. Ron Hainsey. He is going to the young Toronto Maple Leafs and will be playing in the top 4. So, as Lou Lamoriello has said, I just am looking for this. Where is this? I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh man, there's so many things that happened yesterday. I didn't even write down all of them either. Let's see. Come on. I can't find. Where the hell? Ron Hainsey. I can't find him. Yeah, okay, there he is. Alright, so Ron Hainsey went to the Leafs for a 2-year, $6 million deal. So that's 3 million each season. And now, since we're on the Pens, let's add some players for them. Obviously, they do not have a backup anymore, so they acquired backup Antti Niemi for a 1 year, 1 year deal at $700K. And if you look at Niemi's contract, it was like 6 million. I can't see. It's like 4 to 6 million or something stupid like that. I don't think I can. Oh, I can make that move. All right. Oh, yeah, I still got Bishop here. That's. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. Bishop, and they have Lettinen. All right, yeah. All right, so another player that is going to the Pens is a defenseman from the Leafs. So I could have stayed on the Leafs. Don't know why I did it like that. Matt Hunwick, who was a assistant captain for the Leafs this past season, is off to the Penguins. And then let's go to a different team, and this is a pretty big one. The Winnipeg Jets have acquired goaltender Steve Mason from not really from the Philadelphia Flyers, from free agency, but Steve Mason will now be the starter of the Winnipeg Jets. Can I make that move? Of course not. Hate this game sometimes. All right. Oh, I just backed out. Well, that's a rip. Let's go back to player movement really quickly. Some other big ones. Justin Williams goes back to where he won his first ever Stanley Cup in the Carolina Hurricanes, obviously from the Washington Capitals. Pretty big one. I like Justin Williams a lot. He's a great person and a phenomenal hockey player. Let's see some other ones. Mike Camilleri went to. Actually, really quickly before I do that, I just want to make sure I write this down. Justin Williams. All right, here we go. All right, so who was I saying? Don't remember. Oh yeah, Mike Camilleri signed a 1-year deal for $1 million to go to the Los Angeles Kings. The New Jersey Devils let him go to free agency, and he was on quite an expensive deal. Now a much cheaper one. So that is a pretty big one as well. Now let's go to another big one by the name of Patrick Sharp. Patrick Sharp went to free agency and is going back to guess back to the Chicago Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are currently getting back the team who won them the cup in 13 and 15. Obviously reacquiring Saad, now reacquiring Patrick Sharp. Yeah, quite a big one. I forgot to tell you the contract for Trevor Daley. I think Trevor Daley got a 3-year deal for $9.5 million. Obviously with the Red Wings now. Justin Williams got a 2-year, $9 million contract, so that's $4.5 for each year. Yep. Hunwick is on a 3-year deal for over $675, so I think that's $225 each year for Hunwick. I believe I told you Bonino, I told you Camilleri, I told you Hainsey, and I believe I told you Niemi. Let's go and do some other ones. Martin Hanzel is gone from the Minnesota Wild from this half of the season he was there. He was a pretty big one that I found pretty amazing. Also going to the Dallas Stars, which is, like I said, quite a big one. 3-year, $475, so quite a cheap contract for Hanzel. I just want to make sure he is here. Yes, he is. All right. Also, Radim Verbata from free agency went to. Let's see. Let's go grab Verbata. He went to the. Just lost it. Where is he? All right. Radim Verbata went to the Florida Panthers over the day yesterday. His contract is a 1-year deal for $2.5 million. Okie dokie. Is there some other big ones? Dominic Moore has went to free agency and will be going to the young team of come on, where is he? Who did I say? Freaking Dominic Moore. Alright, Dominic Moore will be going to the Toronto Maple Leafs as well. Probably their fourth line center. Let's see, are there some other ones I want to talk about? Also, well, today, as of right now, no one really has gone except for Patrick Marleau. Today, Patrick Marleau did get acquired by the Toronto Maple Leafs. I will talk about that in a separate video. But there you go. There's a little sneak peek. All right. Scott Hartnell went to the Nashville Predators. Let's go grab Hartnell. Hartnell from the Blue Jackets last year went to free agency. Now going to the Nashville Predators. Also acquiring some very good depth defensive players. And then also Sam Gagner is now on his way to the Vancouver Canucks, I believe. Yes, on a 3-year deal for $9.5 million. Quite a hefty contract as well. And then, who did I just do? Scott Hartnell, yep. Hartnell went to the Preds for a 1-year, $1 million deal contract. And there are some other decently sized ones. Let's go to the New Jersey Devils acquiring someone by the name of Brian Boyle. All right, there it is. So Brian Boyle is getting a 2-year deal, 5.1 separates him in those 2 seasons. I forgot to tell you guys, Steve Mason is on a 2-year deal, $4.1 million each year, so 8.2 in total. Let's see. I think that's all that I really wanted to talk about. There's some decent sized goalies that went to other teams. Like Chad Johnson was acquired by the Sabres. Pavelec went to the Rangers. Bernier went to the Avalanche. So quite a decent amount of things that happened. But I am going to end the video here, guys. Definitely the longest NHL talk. Quite a long one for sure. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.